garage this morning. Matt Kenseth is one of a number of drivers who set their cars up on a little bit of the loose side because in happy hour, the track seemed to get tighter and tighter, and that's what many crew chiefs expect the track to go to today. So they figured, let's start it up a little bit loose and let the track come to us.
Bobby Hillin takes the lead there, Eli. I think that may be the first lap he's led this entire year with that car. Great performance here, good qualifying, and as you can see, Bobby Hillin is on a mission right now.
Yeah, I watched him in practice, buddy, and he was the fastest car a lot of the practice sessions they had before qualifying, and certainly he's got a hot rod under him today.
Oh, yes, he absolutely does, Eli. And I tell you what, he was the quickest car in the practice yesterday afternoon during happy hour by goodly margin over the rest of the field. I talked to Tony Uri this morning, as Darrell mentioned, his crew chief, and Tony told me, he said, Glenn, I just can't wait until the race starts. I love watching this kid drive a race car so much. They think he's going to be as good as, or maybe even better than Dale Earnhardt Sr.
And, you know, he said to me yesterday, Darrell, he said, Eli, that you've never driven a race car. He said, you may not appreciate quite how much of the race, particularly here, is mental.
Yeah, it is. And, yeah, he says he's lacking something. Well, it's one word. It's my favorite word. He's lacking that spirits. He got to get a little more spirit, and then he'll be all right, because that's all you lack right now. He just sometimes knows he's in a situation you don't know what to do as he goes flying by Tony Stewart.
Griffin, third spot right there.
Oh, man, he's just moving up through there. He's just taking them as he gets to them. The car right on the bottom of the racetrack. We just touched on something about Dale Jr. He had 10 years with his father with this race team. Steve Park has been here with this race car, so they have a lot of experience to offer this kid. It makes the learning curve so much quicker.
Oh, yeah, you get in, if he has the talent, and he does, he gets in a car that's set up properly for these racetracks. All he has to focus on is just driving and learning how to win.
Battle for third. Earnhardt looks to the inside. That's for second. Excuse me. That's the battle for... No, that's for third.
That is the third right there. You've got Earnhardt in the 3, McLaughlin the 34. Second place is Bobby Hillin right ahead of the number 8 car.
But you know, you got to talk a little bit about Bobby Hillin. Now, he dropped the green and he took the lead. He's running second. He's having a good run here.
Now, as I was saying, this is the battle for second when they get back to it. Earnhardt has caught Bobby Hillin now. This is the battle for second. Earnhardt is really moving at this moment.
NASCAR timing and scoring across the top of the screen, brought to you by MCI. 10, 3, 2, 1. Just dial it and save up to 50%. Now let's see how traffic deals in here.
Yeah, well, they've been working traffic pretty well, and Dale Jr. just a tick faster than even the leader right now, and he's in traffic.
You got Jeff Fuller there in that white and red car, the new driver for the 89.
You see them moving out of the way there. They realize that the leaders are coming up on them. Earnhardt being very, very patient. I bet you Tony Uri on the radio, the crew chief, is telling him, patience. We have a car that can win.
Yeah, well, last week, you know, they felt he had a car that could win and got in a little deal there that he probably really shouldn't have gotten into. So I'm sure they're leaning on him pretty hard today.
Last time by, Dale Earnhardt Jr. on the clock was 1.5 miles an hour quicker than everybody else on the racetrack. There he slowed up just a bit, got around Fuller in the 89 and closes in on Hillin. But consistently now, Earnhardt Jr. has been quickest on the computer. Mike Cope being lapped, and now let's watch again from Kenseth, the leader. Let's go back and show you what 1 1/10 seconds looks like on this racetrack. There you see Hillin and Earnhardt just 1 1/10 behind in their private battle for second.
Eli, one thing that happens, Kenseth's out there, and the flagman that is actually giving everybody a move over flag. These guys, when they come up behind them, they have to pick their way around these lap cars. So leading the race here sometimes is a great advantage because the flagman's letting them know, okay, the leader's coming, get out of the way.
But it didn't take long. If you get out of that throttle for a lap car, it doesn't take long for them other guys back there to catch up. Look where they are now.
Good old Hermie Sadler, he's been put a lap down already by the race leaders, and that's a guy with 5 top 10 finishes and 7 starts here. I mean, we're seeing good race teams going a lap down now.
Great race team.
Yeah.
If you want to know how they're running, folks, I'm looking at the computer right here. Our leader's running 140.384, and Dale Earnhardt Jr. is running 143 miles an hour.
Yeah.
That's for second. Different lines, certainly.
Yeah, Hillin's car is a little tight, looks like, and it shows up in the middle of the corner. Tight, meaning he's got the wheels turned to the left and is still trying to go up toward the wall. That's not a bad line to have around here.
Right here it is. He's making the move as they come off turn 2 there. Or all 4, rather, you can see side by side. Earnhardt just didn't have the momentum coming up out of the lower side of the racetrack.
When you get under somebody like that, you got the wheels turned so hard left coming off the corner to stay down that you actually have to get out of the throttle. The car will just pick up and almost shove into the guy on the outside. You got to lift or run into him.
But look, folks, they've closed right in on Kenseth now. First, second, and third right there together. And Glenn Jarrett, that's one thing in the Hillin pits. I see you standing down there. These guys saying, yeah, we're holding off Earnhardt, but we've caught the leaders also.
Oh, absolutely. And I tell you what, Bobby's car, you're right, Darrell. Hillin's car is just a little bit tight, but it seems to be working really well right now. Maybe we're seeing the creation of a second groove up there because he's still real quick. Again, we're asking these guys when they're talking about pitting, we're already up to lap 70 or working on lap 70 right now, and they're saying that they think that they can go to lap 100. They know they can go that far on fuel. They don't know if the tires will take it. They're hoping they can. They all want to see it cause them now. Hillin has taken the lead. Boy, I tell you, for a tight race car, he's moving on.
So Bobby Hillin, who led lap 5 through lap 16, is back in the lead here at lap number 70.
Eli, what a great move he made. He made it on the outside. Kenseth looked up in the mirror, saw him come in, moved over a little bit. He shot to the inside and took the first place away.
Well, he's showing a lot of maturity because those guys caught him. He knows he's got a good race car. He's proven that to us up here in the booth a couple times, pulling away from those cats. Let's see what they're doing. Plus, he might be trying to stretch it out a little bit on his tires and go a little further before he pits, too.
I think Kenseth may be in trouble as far as abusing the tires in the early part of the race here because these guys, you can see right now, they're pulling away from Kenseth some 15 car lengths in 2 laps.
Yeah, they're 2 miles an hour faster than he is right now. I've been watching his straightaway speed. He's still fast through the corner, but he really seems to be hurting on the straightaway. And look who just took the lead, buddy.
Dale Earnhardt Jr.
Absolutely. He's on the inside. You can see Hillin has a great car, though. He looked to the outside of Earnhardt. Great straightaway speed on the 8 car of Bobby Hillin.
So the man who's here for the very first time in his career, and he's wearing a T-shirt that says, been there, wrecked that. Don't count on it happening today. This guy is quick. Dale Earnhardt Jr. is the new leader here at Dover Downs International Speedway in the MBNA Platinum 200. Jr., the race leader, spins trying to come on to pit road. He doesn't make contact with anything, but it is going to cut into what has been a flawless performance so far. Darrell Waltrip, we have seen the AC Delco crew having to wave their driver by, and so many fellows are having trouble getting on the pit road today. What's going on?
I'm not sure. That's the 7th or 8th car that has missed the entrance to pit lane down here. And they're just going too fast to get turned in. Watch this. Well, he's down on the flat for one thing.
Look at the big tire on the end of the wall here. He barely goes by there. Did not hit it.
Now, buddy, that isn't being good. That's being lucky right there.
Well, he is in now, Earnhardt Jr. is. So is Bobby Hillin. So is Tony Stewart and Dave Blaney. Let's go to pit road.
Bobby Hillin comes in for a 4-tire stop. And like I said, they were going to go to halfway. It's lap 101. So this will be a 4-tire change. And this should be their only stop. They're not making any adjustments on the car. Bobby said the car felt good to leave it alone. He thought it would be good for the rest of the race. So they're on the left side now. Right before Bobby came in, Dick Trickle was in the next pit. He overshot his pit space. So evidently there's a problem with the brakes, guys. Hillin is down and away in 23.5. Meanwhile, Tony Stewart is in right behind me. They're round to the left side on him. And Stewart is down and away. Slide sideways, getting out of the pit.
And now it's time to lay your cards on the table. Lap 139. Here come Hillin and Earnhardt Jr. Again, only the cars on the lead lap can pit this first time by, and there aren't very many of them. There's Mike McLaughlin in third on the bottom of the screen. Hillin, Earnhardt, McLaughlin. Let's watch them all.
I believe that 3 car will be pretty quick out of the pit.
Robert Presley's in, Elton Sawyer, Phil Parsons, and Dale Jarrett. They're all in at lap number 139. Let's go to Matt Yoakum.
This caution came at the most opportune time for Dale Earnhardt Jr. A 4-tire stop of the 3 car. He's down and away. His car had gone to the loose side. They added 1 pound of air to the right front to try to make his car a little more neutral. That was good to Glenn Jarrett.
Okay, Dale Earnhardt Jr. just came by, so he will take the lead from Bobby Hillin. Now, Bobby Hillin's crew is brand new. They haven't worked together for very long. And in fact, right before Bobby got here, the catch can man hadn't even got here. Mike McLaughlin goes out third, Tony Stewart fourth. But Bobby Hillin's instructions to them were, before he came in, do not change anything on this car. Remember the big hammer I showed you in New Hampshire? He said he'd take it to him if they changed anything. His car's perfect.
Well, of course, we know Dale Jr. have got a great team there in the Busch car, in the Busch Series. But I'm proud of Bobby Hillin today. That young man is held in there. He's going to finish second if things continue like they are. And he's had a good day.
And give a call to Tony Stewart. He's fought his way all the way up to third place and has run so very well today.
Well, he's in a hurry. He's got to catch a plane, I'm sure, and get back down to Indiana somewhere and run a sprint car tonight.
Probably so. There's Bobby Hillin in the 8th car. He is 3 9/10 seconds behind Earnhardt Jr., who now comes to the stripe right there, takes the white flag as he tries to deal with Tim Fedewa going into turn 1.
Well, I tell you what, he's shooting nobody any credits there. You can see he goes by Tim Fedewa. Tim Fedewa's trying to hold him off. He's made at least that 1 lap better, but Earnhardt had nothing to do with it.
35 Busch races, 2 victories. Dale Earnhardt Jr. gets the checkers here at Dover Downs in his very first trip here, and that is a major factor, too. A tough racetrack, and he wins it in his first visit.
Yeah, he did, and he dodged a big bullet when he spun down here coming into pits, and he got it back out there and made up the time and won the race. Congratulations, Dale Jr. and Senior.
And here he comes, folks, Dale Earnhardt Jr. We've been talking about him. And a Coca-Cola bath for everybody involved. Hey. Young man, first thing I want to do, get a congratulations from Pop here. Let's catch this. Oh, now, this is great. What a day. First thing I want to say, young man, is congratulations. That was an awesome performance.
Yeah, well, I got to thank AC Delco and Tony Uri for making the right calls today on pit lane. And this AC Delco crew, they done it all on pit road, had some fantastic stops. I spun it out trying to get on pit road, downshifting, but I knew we could get it back. I told them I would, and we had a fast car.
Well, you did. You had a fast car yesterday afternoon in practice. You started back in the field around 16th, but was there ever any doubt in your mind, Dale, that you could get to the front? And the AC Delco hat served you well there.
Yeah, well, I knew we had a fast car in the last practice yesterday. I knew it just had to be calm, just like Texas, man. We didn't get no hurry coming to the front, and I knew we'd get there sooner or later because we had a car.
Dad whispered something in your ear there. Can you share that?
He just wants me to remember my sponsors, AC Delco, Coca-Cola, Food City, Chevrolet, Monte Carlo, everything else on board. We appreciate every one of them.
Congratulations, man. Let you go celebrate. Well done.
Eli, one of Bobby Hillin's partners, Mark McGuire, hit his 26th home run last night. You almost hit one today. Congratulations.
Thanks a lot. My hat's off to Dale Jr. and his team. They did a great job, and I really want to thank the Lord, not for a safe day, but for giving me strength to persevere during tough times, and this makes it worthwhile. He gives me strength, and I want to thank Chevrolet Monte Carlo. The car ran great today. My team did a great job. Thank Larry's and Nabisco, Hart. We still need a major sponsor, though. That's the key thing. Thank all the baseball players. These guys have supported me through thick and thin. They're super great guys. They love the competitiveness fire of NASCAR. And we're going to just keep fighting to get them a win here pretty quick. And I want to say hi to Jerry Newman with BCJ. He's been a real big help, too.
Just how good was that car? It looked like it was on rails most of the day.
Well, it was really good, but I did a bad job communicating to the crew towards the end of the race. I should have told them that we need to go a lot looser. It started tightening up, and I told them it was tight, but I wasn't emphatic enough about it. And that's where communication and more races come into play, but I wasn't getting much air in the car, so I'm pretty hot. The guys just did a super job. We got a great bunch of guys.
Well, they sure do, and they proved it today. A great second place for Bobby Hillin.
Bobby turns 34 on Friday of next week, and you know how significant this day was. The last time Bobby Hillin finished in the top 5 in a NASCAR Busch Series race was at Darlington. Not this year, not last year, but back in 1990, his last top 5 finish in the Busch Series.